G'day mates, Caesar here and welcome back. This time I'm doing a Pokemon theory, and if you read the title, it is said that how Pokemon exists. Well, apparently this channel I want to do mostly about My Little Pony, but I thought I'd take a break and move on to Pokemon, as my OC represent. Firstly, why Pokemon exist? Well, in the anime we all know that Pokemon were used for fighting, breeding, pets, and at sometimes food, which includes Magikarp, which was used for a delicacy, but hard scales won't be able to penetrate unless you got a hammer or jack or something. But apparently, throughout the series of the Pokemon episodes, we have noticed that Pokemon have been used less and less often right in the movies and episodes shown for food, mainly to get the audience out of focus on that. Pokemon have been around for a very long time. There's many types of Pokemon. The main ones are fire, water, and grass. But I don't know why types exist, and during this season, types were used for advantages. There's also the latest fairy type that have been coming to play. Pokemon have been used for many purposes, like I said, but also for different purposes besides all what I said. Some are even used for mainly companionship, depending on the Pokemon and person. If you like a humble Pokemon, probably an Eevee. If you like a very helpful Pokemon around the house, probably Mr. Mime. This is what I want to think about. We do know there's prehistoric Pokemon in the universe, but I like to go somewhere even darker. Instead of taking place in another dimension, I've been thinking that these Pokemon were a result of animals after a post-apocalyptic event. Because in the series and movies, we witnessed the Pokemon in the series apparently going through a lot of stuff which involved war. Even one of the gym leaders had a Raichu said that Pokemon helped him during the war. I guess that means that these Pokemon were used for battle instances throughout the ages of the war. The evidence that's shown that these Pokemon were animals before, for example, there used to be animals living on Pokemon, even though the animators changed it up a bit and writers being too lazy to pinpoint why, we don't fully understand. We also experience new typing, for example, dark types that were introduced. Evolution, which also includes Mega Stones, which actually causes Mega Evolution, and Evolution Stones, which were used to evolve any sort of Pokemon. Some prehistoric Pokemon look almost like the dinosaur fossils that we have from today. Because of what they think what the Pokemon would look like back in the prehistoric time, they don't have the full picture unless they reincarnate them. And some of the prehistoric Pokemon look like, our dinosaurs back in the real world. And certain people have a special ability, did you know? Like Ash can withstand any Pokemon attacks like Pikachu's Thunderbolt. And some Pokemon have the ability to sense movement, like in that one series where Puka the Pikachu can sense waves. They may lead the key why Pokemon look so different. We have seen bits and pieces of real-life animals, such as in the manga and sometimes in the show, but there is less evidence of showing what happened to them and where they went. Personally, I think they're practically dying off, because Pokemon are taking over. Well, who wants to see a cow fighting against, I don't know, a badger? Yeah, not that fun if you think about it. And plus, the Pokeballs only catch Pokemon, not people. Because people are superior and probably evolve on Pokemon, they practically have more experience with other stuff. Sadly, these Pokemon have a result of battling. These battles may seem to be a lot more violent, but these battles are somehow so at peace. I guess it's a bit more fun for the Pokemon than it is for the trainer. Even though it appears like illegal dog fighting, it's still entertaining. And there'll be less people to hurt. And plus, some of these Pokemon get to go to hospital. Unless those poor Pitbulls. Oh, those poor Pitbulls. So poor Pitbulls. Okay, enough me rambling about the Pitbulls and this episode. I'd like to thank you all for subscribing, and I hope you'll like this video and share it among friends if you like. And if you want to see more content, please like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Day 150, my friends.